Hello everyone, and today we're going to be looking at a tournament run through the Penny Dreadful 500 of Season 31. I was using this Necro Jukai combo deck that uses Necropotence to effectively draw your deck with the help of Nourishing Shoal, and then Tainted Remedy and Roar of Jukai to burn your opponent out of the game. Without further ado, let's drop into round one. Alright, here we are on round one of the Penny Dreadful 500 with Necro Jukai. Do we keep this hand? It's got a Necro, it's got 2 lands. We're playing against Garuda, so we probably need to go a little bit faster than turn 4 Necro. Yeah, we'll log in. Okay, this hand is worse. It does not technically has access to a Necro, but it'll be turn 5, assuming we draw some cards. So we'll mulligan again. Alright, this hand is great. We're going to keep. We'll put a Tainted Remedy and a Roar of Jukai on the bottom. So one of the nice interactions in this deck is Lake of the Dead lets us tutor up and cast a Necro. We will need another swamp in order to get there. Looks like they are playing the all spells list, or all lands list. So unless they have the nuts Lake of the Dead start, we should be okay to survive long enough to slam a Necro. If we get a Necro down, I think we'll be able to stabilize with shoals and such. Okay, looks like they have the nuts start. This deck is very fun to play, by the way. It's tricky, but... Okay, I could cast the Nourishing Shoal here and then F6, but I don't want to give the game away just yet. And, you know, it's nice to let other folks have their fun. So for those of you that don't know, Cathari Remnant finds Tybalt's Trickery. Tybalt's Trickery then casts Primal Surge, and they put every land in their deck into play. There are a couple different ways to win from there. You can, for example, flip Westvale Abbey. You can give a Cathari Remnant haste. You can do any number of things. We are probably dead here, but for content, we'll let it play out. Okay, there's the Handwear Battlements. They'll be able to add red using the Crystal Grotto or the Cavernous Maw thanks to this Forgotten Monument. And there's the Kessig Wolfrun. Normally this deck can't kill the turn that it casts Surge because of Lake of the Dead. Like this particular build of the deck has trouble killing the same turn. So I think we'll give it one more turn. And, you know, if they get us, they get us. I don't want to show them Nourishing Shoal in Game 1. Game 2 should be much better because we can bring in just a million discard spells. between the sideboard and the main board, we actually have 10 different discard spells. Okay, so that's 10 mana, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We'll see. Yeah, only 16. Only. So we're definitely dead next turn, but we'll give another draw to find a Necro. If we find a Necro, there is an okay chance we'll find enough shoals to be able to kill their big attacker and then go off the turn after that. We'll see. Okay, that is a Necro. So one nice thing with Lake of the Dead is we get 6 mana on turn 3. So we can use Dimir Machinations to find Necropotence. And then cast it in the same turn. Okay, and we really need to find some shoals. So I'm going to go ahead and go to 1 here. All right, so in 18 cards, we need a couple things. I think we're probably dead, but there's a chance. So we'll take the chance. Okay, there's a Sickening Shoal. Sickening Shoal will be able to kill whatever they're attacking with first. Unfortunately, yeah, okay, we don't have another way to gain life, so we are just dead. Game 2. Again, we bring in the discard spells. Their deck is fine versus discard. They have the lands that let you discover 4. Okay, so we're bringing in 2 more cards than we usually have in our tech slots. What do we want to take out? I think probably 1 Roar of Jukai and because we don't need to win right away most of the time. Usually their deck, if we discard a card, will give us until turn 5 or so before they can actually kill us. Increases our fizzle rate, but I think we also want to cut Demonic Bargain. Okay, 1 land, can't keep. Okay, 2 lands and a Necro. That's really all we're looking for. And as a bonus, we also have Nourishing Shoal, Autochthon Wurm. So even if we miss for, first couple turns, we have 15 life in the bank. We're looking to draw a swamp here, ideally on the first turn. Second turn would also work. We'll just play a Lake of the Dead on turn 2. I would also accept discard spell, like a bat. Swamp? Okay, we are good to go. Unless they have a discard spell of their own, they are dead. I guess technically we could fizzle, but unlikely because we have 15 life lined up right here. Okay. Dimir Machinations is nice because that will find us Tainted Remedy or Roar of Jukai next turn. But for now, let's just slam this Necro. And then we will also gain 15 life. No big deal. How many cards do I need to draw to find a Tainted Remedy? And a Roar of Jukai. I don't want to draw too many because if we have to discard our arcane spells, we might not have enough to actually win the game. Let's just draw 20. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, there's a Sickening Shoal. There's 2 Nourishing Shoals, and big things to gain life with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag all of the cards I want to keep to the left side of my hand to make it easy to discard. So we'll keep the Nourishing Shoals. We'll keep 1 swamp. What else did I get? Okay, we'll keep a Roar of Jukai. We'll keep a Dimir Machinations. And we'll keep Sickening Shoal. How many cards is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so instead of keeping all of those, I'm just going to go ahead and front load some of this life gain. Like so. And then we'll keep everything that we just... Oh, there's 2 Roar of Jukai. Okay, cool. So this actually lines us up for the kill next turn. Because we're going to transmute Dimir Machinations for Tainted Remedy. And then we'll cast this Roar of this Nourishing Shoal, splicing Roar of Jukai. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then, yeah, I think that's good. I'll just go ahead and discard all the rest of these cards. We may not be able to play the Sickening Shoal. Oh no, no. Okay, almost discarded the swamp. That would be bad. notably, if we just find another Nourishing Shoal in the rest of our deck, which we can now draw thanks to Necropotence, we will win the game. Alright, so now we've drawn roughly 30 cards. Now I get to show you how we win the game. We go get a Tainted Remedy. This says if our opponent would gain life, they lose that much life instead. The other half of the combo is Roar of Jukai. Allows you to pay an additional cost of your opponent gaining 5 life whenever you play an arcane spell. So if we find our last Nourishing Shoal here in the roughly 30 cards we're drawing, not quite 30 because then we would be dead, but if we find our last Nourishing Shoal, or our opponent plays a creature, so that we can Sickening Shoal, then we can cast 2 arcane spells, splice on 2 Roar of Jukai, make our opponent gain 20 life, and lose the game. Okay, we'll stay at 3 just for safety. There's our other Nourishing Shoal, so now we get to win the game. We're going to cast Nourishing Shoal, splice Roar of Jukai and Roar of Jukai. We'll exile anything, it doesn't really matter. We'll have our opponent gain 10 life. Oh wait, Tainted Remedy says they lose 10 life instead. And then we'll do it again. Bonk, bonk. Now our opponent has died, and we've won the game. Okay, so now we're on the draw. I think if we don't get turn 3 killed, we should be good. And the discard means if we find a discard spell, we should not get turn 3 killed. Oh god. Or we just have this. One of the bad parts about this deck is it does have a fizzle rate if you don't find a Nourishing Shoal. We play 6 green creatures to pitch to Nourishing Shoal, but there can only be 4 Nourishing Shoals. So this hand, with its 3 lands, Necropotence, and double Nourishing Shoal, I think is going to be a keep even if it doesn't have any discard spells. We should be able to draw one of the 8 discard spells in our first 2 draws if we're lucky. And you know, if they keep a hand that goes off on turn 4, that's fine. We have our 2 Nourishing Shoals, and we'll draw probably 2 of our 6 cards to pitch to it in the top 19 cards. So one downside of the opponent's deck is they can't play non-land cards. There we go, there's the Deep-Cavern Bat. So I'm not worried about discard from them. Meanwhile, we get to play a Deep-Cavern Bat and stop their turn 3 combo. Okay. Yeah, they would have had it, and we would have died. They could still have it if they draw exactly the Cascader. Okay, Hidden Necropolis, also scary. They'll be able to go off next turn, most likely. Fortunately, by then, we should have drawn our million cards, and we should be okay. I think, so I could Lake of the Dead and transmute the Dimir Machinations, but I don't think we have to do that yet. We can just Necro. I think I will swing in for one, because when they go off next turn, their creature will get trample, and I want to draw an extra card. Okay. Making sure to go to 1 and not 0. Okay, we've drawn our 20 cards. Let's see. Do we find a big dumb green creature? No. Yikes. Okay, well, we don't have a big dumb green creature, but we do have Sickening Shoals. And Roar of Jukai. So what I'm going to do here... Oh, also Tainted Remedy. Okay, now things are complicated. The good news is that Mastermind's acquisition, Lake of the Dead, lets us both find another green creature next turn and play Tainted Remedy. So we should be able to continue going off. The bad news is that I can only keep 7 of these cards. I need to keep a black shoal so that we can kill whatever their attacking creature is. I would like to keep both Nourishing Shoals so that we don't miss. Okay, what cards are we definitely keeping? Tainted Remedy, Mastermind's acquisition, Lake of the Dead, 1 Nourishing Shoal, 1 black shoal. That's 5 cards already. We need to keep a black card to pitch to the black shoal. We'll probably just go ahead and make it the Dimir Machinations. And then we'll keep Roar of Jukai. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Notably, Roar of Jukai is our only way to actually win, so we will need to find a couple of arcane spells to go along with it, which is unfortunate because we're discarding several. But I think this is our best shot to win the game. And you know, opponent could also get unlucky. Like, the thing about Discover is that it's got a 25% rate to hit Tybalt's Trickery instead of their Cascade creature. Drumroll, please. Nope. Okay, cool. So they're going to cast a Primal Surge. That'll hit Tybalt's Trickery. They're going to put all of their deck into play, basically. But if they get greedy and only attack with one creature, then we can hit it with a Sickening Shoal and survive. Okay, so they are able to give two things haste. We'll see if that ends up mattering. Like, if they just activate Wolf Run a bunch, we probably win. Which, it looks like that is what they are doing. That's good for us. Okay, to be fair, they don't know that we don't have an instant speed gain 15. So they might just be looking to maximize damage instead of maximize attackers. Notably, they do only have one card left in their deck. So if we can make them draw a card, then we can have them mill out, which would be fun. But probably not, unfortunately. Okay, they're all tapped out. We will cast Sickening Shoal by exiling a black card from our hand. We'll exile Dimir Machinations. This kills their Hasty Flyer. and it means that we get to live another turn. Unfortunately, that does not do what you want it to. Regenerate, stops damage, not 0 toughness. Okay, so now we will cast our Tainted Remedy. We will play Lake of the Dead, sacrifice a swamp, tap Lake of the Dead for 4 mana, cast a Mastermind's Acquisition. We'll search our library for a card. We're going to get Autochthon Wurm. And now we can gain 15 life. Also splice on a Roar of Jukai. Okay. So we get to burn our opponent for a bit. We'll go ahead and attack with this here Deep-Cavern Bat. Just gain a life. And we'll draw 16 cards. We have to hope that we get 3 shoals in those 16 cards. They can be the black shoals or the green shoals. We just need to cast 3 arcane spells. Remember, every time we cast an arcane spell, we can have our opponent gain 5 life, and then Tainted Remedy turns that 5 life gained into a burn spell. Okay, there's a green, there's a green, there's a black. Right, I think we have one. Okay, so we splice on Roar of Jukai. We'll gain 30 just because why not, but ultimately it didn't matter what arcane spells we were casting here, we just need to cast 3 of them. And then we'll kill their Cathari remnant and splice on this thing and exile a Deep-Cavern Bat. Our opponent gains 5 life, loses 5 life, and we win the game. Alright, I will see you back here for round 3, because round 1 was a bye. Alright, here we are for round 2, well, technically 3, of the Penny Dreadful 500. And this hand has both a discard spell, a removal spell, and a way to find Necro, as well as 2 lands, so we are going to keep it. Notably, if they try and discard us, we can just gain 15 life in response, and we'll probably buy us enough time to win the game. Interesting. They are not on Yorion. Let's see what they're up to. Oh, amazing. I am sorry to ruin your day, but we're going to take that Semblance Anvil out of your hand because it is quite scary. Having seen Semblance Anvil, I think they're probably not running many creatures, so we can get rid of our Sickening Shoal and be okay. Okay, I was really hoping for a land there, but we have another turn to find it. And honestly, probably a couple more since we were able to disrupt our opponent's game plan by getting rid of their semblance anvil. Though they are going to be able to dig with these candy trails. Oh, interesting. Yeah, third Autochthon Wurm, not what we're looking for. Mog Hollows? I mean, I guess. Alright, at some point we're going to gain 15 off this Autochthon Wurm instead of discarding to hand size, but for now, we should be okay. Okay, so that probably finds a Metalwork Colossus. Oh, okay, Gargadon. Ah, I see. So they are the combo deck. Oh god, okay. They're going to use Gargadon to sacrifice all their lands and then bring them back with Second Sunrise, which, valid. I love Penny Dreadful, oh my god. If I had third land somewhere in the, top 7 cards, we would be okay, but for now we'll settle for just interesting. I'm surprised they didn't go for it. Oh god. Okay. Well, I'm probably dead, but we'll see what they do. Sheesh. Dear Lord. What a game. Yeah, we'll take 1 damage. I don't want to give him the Sunrise back, especially since for whatever reason they've decided that they do not want to go off. Hopefully we can punish them for that here, because we can cast Necro. And Tainted Remedy. So now we can just draw most of the rest of the cards in our deck, and we'll probably find enough Jukais to be able to kill them. Actually, let's go ahead and attack for 1 with the Deep-Cavern Bat so we can draw another card. We know their hand is 2 Second Sunrises, so I'm not worried about any burn spells. We can safely go to 1 life here. So for those of you who are not familiar with an opponent's deck, the way it works is you use Greater Gargadon to sacrifice all of your lands and Fierce Empath. Then you cast a Second Sunrise to bring back all of your lands and a Fierce Empath. The Fierce Empath fetches another Gargadon, which you can then use to sacrifice all of your lands and keep going. I'm actually not sure how you kill with that deck, but I imagine swinging in with 4 Hasty Greater Gargadons is usually going to get the job done. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about opponent's deck because if I click 1 time too many, I will lose this game. Okay. And then this is the nice part about Tainted Remedy as a win condition. We don't actually need anything else except for these 2 cards to win the game, to be in play. We have the shoals to cast for free, and then Roar of Jukai makes our opponent gain life. What could they possibly have here? Like, they could, in theory, sacrifice the Fierce Empath, bring it back with Sunrise to go get a card that costs 6, but I think that's pretty unlikely. That any card that costs 6 or more is going to be able to deal us damage at instant speed. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and drag all of our Roar of Jukais to the left here to make things easier. I'll also shrink this so that we have a better view into the rest of our hand. And we have a couple of free arcane spells and 3 Roar of Jukai, so we should be good to win the game here. I just need to do some more clicking. Okay, we're going to cast a Nourishing Shoal and splice 3 Roar of Jukai. 1, 2, 3. Okay, exile Autochthon Wurm. Opponent will gain 15 life. Oh wait, they lose 15 life instead. We don't even need to let this resolve. We can just go ahead and cast our next Nourishing Shoal in response to anything that they do. And remember, the life gain is a cost. So even if they try to lightning bolt us or something at this point, we will kill them in response. Okay, maybe splice Roar of Jukai, exile Autochthon Wurm, opponent gains 15. I think. Dead. Okay. I'm surprised they didn't go off there. Maybe they were afraid of something out of our deck. Either way, again, this is a matchup where the discard spells are going to be absolutely absurd. It'll also be good in case they have something like Sorceress Spyglass. That said, we don't really want more than 4 of these 1-mana discard a card from our hand effects. We have 2 more Ego Drain in the sideboard, but I think we'll wait to play those until we see something else. Actually, because we're on... no, I think this is fine. Okay, so what do we cut? Normally we cut 1 Roar of Jukai, and 1 Demonic Bargain. We really don't want to cast Demonic Bargain. Losing 13 cards out of our deck effectively means we lose 13 cards that we would draw because Necro can consistently draw its entire deck. I could also see, let's cut some Sickening Shoals instead. Maybe we'll bring in 1 Ego Drain. Push comes to shove, we can use our Mastermind's acquisition to grab a Woodland Cemetery and hardcast a Roar of Jukai. Yeah. This hand is absurd. We have a Specter Shriek to take one of their important cards. We have a Necro on turn 3, and, you know, if they do have some way of interacting with our Necro, from our hand, we can fetch up another one with Dimir Machinations. Okay, we're probably going to exile this Lake of the Dead from our hand because we have a redundant one. Do I care about these cards? Not really. I think I'll take Prophetic Prism just so that they have a harder time casting the Metalwork Colossus. Or their spells in general. Okay, that's an Alchemist's Vial. So for those who are not familiar, Metalwork Colossus costs less for every non-creature artifact you have in play. So right now it's an 11 cost that costs 8 mana, but if they play enough non-creature artifacts, they will be able to cast it for free, usually. Unfortunately for them, I think we are going to be able to kill them before they get a chance to play more non-creature artifacts. Their deck does not seem like a deck that would play burn spells, so I'm going to go to 1 here to give us the best chance of finding a Nourishing Shoal plus a big green creature. And again, making sure to stop clicking when we hit 1 life. Okay, what do we get? There's a big green creature. Oof. No Nourishing Shoal, unfortunately. So what are we going to keep here? Can we still kill them next turn? If we keep Tainted Remedy, Roar of Jukai, Roar of Jukai, Sickening Shoal, Sickening Shoal. Machinations transmutes for another Roar of Jukai. Tainted Remedy, obviously, we need to win. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think we can do that though, because we need black cards to exile to the shoals. So I think we keep 1 shoal. Let's just discard all the shoals and oh gosh. This is hard. Did we sideboard out our 3-mana tutor? If we didn't sideboard out our 3-mana tutor, the next turn we can go Lake of the Dead, transmute for 3-mana tutor, tutor for Nourishing Shoal, gain 15, and be on our merry way. Yeah, I don't know. I think we keep Tainted Remedy, discard Dimir Machinations, because we cut the 3-mana tutor. I wish there was a way to see sideboards. Maybe there. Oh, what's this? View sideboard. Yep. Okay, there's our 3-mana tutor. Live and learn. I think I'll discard a Roar of Jukai. So we keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need a 7th card. Bats are very good. What if we just play 3 Deep-Cavern Bats next turn and then start drawing 3 cards? That sounds good to me. Okay. It's unfortunate that we didn't hit it, but fortunately for us, we have drawn enough cards that we should be able to just mess our opponent up. Yeah, we'll see what they have in their hand when we play this Deep-Cavern Bat. We may not sacrifice the swamps to power out another one. We may be patient and only sacrifice 1 swamp for playing Lake of the Dead. Oh god. Okay. Let's take the cards that do things. If we take Scrap Trawler and Metalwork Colossus, can they do anything? This, yeah, okay, so they can still play this. So we are going to need to Lake of the Dead out Deep-Cavern Bat. Although, I guess maybe we just take the Scrap Trawler and the Salvage Titan. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can take, I don't think they'll be able to Metalwork Colossus next turn. Also, notably, they have no white mana. Okay, that's a Sanctum of Ugin, which is neither white mana nor additional artifacts. So at this point, I think we just slam this Deep-Cavern Bat and start gaining 2 life a turn, which lets us draw 2 cards a turn. And then eventually we'll draw a Nourishing Shoal or one of our tutors for Nourishing Shoal and be able to pitch this Autochthon Wurm to gain 15. How about more Autochthon Wurms? Oof. Okay, so we've got nothing better to do this turn, so we'll just go ahead and slam this Tainted Remedy. And draw some cards. Okay, still nothing. Who knows? Maybe the bats will just get the job done. Okay, that's a creature. Scary. Mm-hmm. A very good creature at that. That lets them loop their stuff. So I don't think we have that much time left. And notably, the Alchemist's Vial will let them make this Deep-Cavern Bat not block, so we cannot attack with our bats. If we attack with our bats, then They can attack for 3 with their scrap trawler, and we will die. Yeah, we're kind of in trouble. Fortunately, if they crack their candy trail, they will lose 3 life instead of gaining 3 life, which is kind of funny. Okay, that's interesting. What does that do for them? They just suspended a Greater Gargadon, in case it was not apparent. Interesting. Do we double block? No, we just single block, right? We give him a Metalwork Colossus? Yeah. Okay. I think at this point we are out of time. And we need to draw 2 cards and hopefully find something. Well, let's see what they do on attacks. If they let us attack, yeah, okay. They let us attack. So we're going to gain 3 life, or we're going to go up to 4 life, which lets us draw 3 cards. Come on, Nourishing Shoal. I think if we miss on Nourishing Shoal here, we lose the game. Ah, what if we win the game instead? Okay, we'll splice. Exile Autochthon Wurm, gain 15. Burn for 5. They could kill us here. They have a Greater Gargadon suspended. That puppy can come in with haste. Deal us 12. In combination with the Scrap Trawler. Okay. Probably good. Yeah, I think they're dead. Because we just need to draw 2 Nourishing Shoals in however many cards. In 14 cards. So if 2 of the 3 Nourishing Shoals are remaining in the top half of our deck, we will win this game. Oh no! I needed to activate Necropotence there. Oh well. We'll probably go to game 3. It's fine. And maybe they give us another turn. We'll see. Nope, here comes the Fate's Reward. I'll let opponent play it out because this seems cool as hell. And you never know. Maybe they don't attack with their 9-power hasty guy. Anything could happen. Altar of Dementia is fine. Realistically, if they don't kill us with this attack, we're probably still okay. Like, they can't draw cards with their Candy Trail, or they will lose to the Deep-Cavern Bats. And if we draw Nourishing Shoal in like the top 4 cards of our deck, okay, top 3 cards now, they have Sleeper Dart, to tap down one of our Deep-Cavern Bats. Whew. Unfortunate misclick, but you know, that's a part of life. Okay. I think, okay, so we could not. We could pay no life here and block the Gargadon with our Deep-Cavern Bat. Okay, alright, we're dead. But then we're at 1 life. We're probably not winning the game next turn anyway. So, lesson learned. Make sure to use Necropotence before the end step. I could see bringing in Moment of Craving to kill their Scrap Trawler, but I think that that's not the axis we want to fight them on. I think we have to fight them with discard. Plus, now we're on the play. If we find a functional Necro hand, we almost certainly race them, even without any discard. Really cool game so far. Oh man, Penny Dreadful is the best. Yes, I would like to play first, thank you. This has a Necro, but only 1 land. On the, oh my gosh, am I about to talk myself into this? We could Specter Shriek on 1, but I don't think we can give them that much time. Yikes. Okay. To 5 we go. Here we go. Right, this hand is basically a strict upgrade to the first hand minus the discard spell. So hopefully they can't kill us on turn 2. I'm going to put back the Autochthon Wurm here because we have more big dumb green creatures in our deck than we have Nourishing Shoals. I could put back a land, but I think I would rather keep the guaranteed turn 3 Necro. Like, if they don't have exactly Spyglass, then we're probably good. Okay, Mortar Pot is fine. This means that we have to go to 2 instead of go to 1 with Necro. And hey, would you look at that? We found another big dumb green creature. So I don't think I want to use it yet. Like usually you draw, the first time you draw cards to find the big life gain spell and a Tainted Remedy. So we already have the big life gain spell. We're probably going to find a Tainted Remedy. Remembering we're going to 2 here, not 1, because their Mortar Pod can sacrifice to deal us damage. Just to be extra safe, we'll stay at 3. just in case. Okay, we have activated Necro. Let's proceed to our end step. Okay, there's a Roar of Jukai. There's another Roar of Jukai. There's a Lake of the Dead. There's some shoals. We did not find another green creature, which is not that surprising. But because we put 2 of them on the bottom of our deck. But I think gaining this much is going to be good enough here. Okay, so we'll keep the Mastermind's acquisition. We'll keep the Tainted Remedy. Actually, do we need to keep the Mastermind's acquisition? We have everything that we want here, right? Like we have Roar, we have some shoals, we have the Tainted Remedy. Yeah, we'll keep Lake of the Dead Mastermind's acquisition. That way next turn we can go Lake, search up Autochthon Wurm, exile to Nourishing Shoal. Oh, I guess we play Tainted Remedy first. But yeah, okay. And then, because we're discarding it anyway, we can go ahead and kill their germ, just so we don't have to worry about it. Yep. This way there can't be any shenanigans with, like, suspend Greater Gargadon, play some stuff, attack for 9. Which would be annoying. Not the end of the world, but let's just prevent that. Okay, looking good so far. Let's see if they have a way to win the game here. If not, they are dead. I guess Sorcerer's Spyglass would be annoying. Again, not the end of the world. That's not a Sorcerer's Spyglass, and also not a way to deal 14 damage. So I think we're fine. Just gonna let my opponent know that I appreciate their deck. They've been playing Yorion all... Oh, okay. Yeah, whatever. Do we do anything here? I don't think so. Like, if we play Lake of the Dead, then, yeah, I think we just pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they go, like, Semblance Anvil into a Mortar Pod, or, like, into a Metalwork Colossus, we could be in trouble. But, like, our hand is perfectly sculpted. We're gonna win next turn we don't get silenced. So, and, like, they missed a land drop. They might have another silence here. Nope. Okay, dead. Cast our Lake of the Dead. We'll go ahead and Mastermind's acquisition first. That way, if they have some sort of artifact or enchantment removal spell, we can kill them in response. We're going to search our library for an Autochthon Wurm. At this point, it honestly could be any green creature. Okay, actually, they're going to 23. We will need to draw a couple cards. We'll splice these. Exile Autochthon Wurm. We'll pay the cost of having our opponent gain 10 life. And then, you know, we'll just draw until I feel like stopping. As long as we find another green card and another Nourishing Shoal, we'll be fine. Another Roar of Jukai would also do the trick. So I'll go to 11, just in case they do, just in case we do fizzle and they haste out a Greater Gargadon and can somehow equip it with Mortar Pod. Oh, I guess we're going to 10. Again, I don't think it matters here. They are very dead. Okay, there's third Roar of Jukai. There's a Autochthon Wurm. So we're going to go ahead and splice 3 Roar of Jukai. Exile Autochthon Wurm. Opponent gains 15. And dead. Okay, cool. See you back in round 4. All right, I'm back here for round 4 of the Penny Dreadful League. I don't know, time is starting to blur together and I'm losing track. Okay. No companions, they're not playing Yorion or Legends. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll keep this hand. It has a turn 3 Necro on the play, and that's really all you can ask for. They might be playing the mono-black Necro deck. Oh, okay, gotcha. They're probably playing Colossus. Most Sheltered Thicket decks are Anvil Colossus combo. Yep. Metal Spinner's Puzzle Knot is a card that becomes free with Semblance Anvil and draws them a card. Wow, we're so far 3 for 3 running into combo decks this tournament. I could go all the way to 1. We're pretty likely to hit a Nourishing Shoal. I might go to 2. That way, if they find a Mortar Pod, they can't just kill me. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. There's no Nourishing. Okay, there it is. All right. So let's just do this now, so we don't have to discard additional cards. Gain 15. All right, and then what do we want to keep? We'll keep Tainted Remedy, Roar of Jukai, Machinations finds another Roar of Jukai. Lake of the Dead lets us both play Remedy and cycle. We want to keep a big dumb green creature, and so that we can find another Nourishing Shoal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get 2 more cards. I think we'll keep the Sickening Shoal. And the Autochthon Wurm. Nah, let's keep the Demonic Bargain just as backup. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. So now we're going to discard right to left. Notably, if we were playing against a creature deck, we would be able to kill a bunch of stuff with our Sickening Shoals. But opponent has no targets, so we'll just discard them to hand size. Alright, what you got? Even if they Semblance Anvil into a couple of Metalwork Colossuses on this turn, that's not going to be good enough. If they find a Spyglass, that's a little awkward, but we can just draw a bunch of cards in response. Haha, we played around the Mortar Pod. Oh, they have nothing else. Rip. That is bad beats for our opponent. Okay, let's just go ahead and slam this Tainted Remedy. Lake of the Dead, sacrifice a swamp. We'll go ahead and tutor up another Roar of Jukai. This way, if we find any arcane spell, we will be able to Sickening Shoal, the Germ token, make them gain 10, Sickening Shoal, the Germ token, make them gain 10, and they'll be dead. Again, we'll probably only go to like 4 instead of 3. That way the Germ token doesn't kill us. We'll go 3. Okay, we've activated Necro for 14. We should win. Yep, there's a Nourishing Shoal. They are dead. Okay. Let's do this one first so that they don't fizzle, remove the target. What do we want to show them? Doesn't really matter. Okay, you gain 10. Thank you. Okay, splice to Roar of Jukai, exile an Autochthon Wurm. You gain 10. Okay, cool. Game 1 down. So this matchup is going to be hard because they have turned to Sorcerer's Spyglass as a way to completely counter our deck. So what we have to do is bring in 10 discard spells. Specifically, the 6 discard spells on the play or the 6 1-mana discard spells are important because we can go swamp and discard their Spyglass on turn 1. I think we cut a Roar of Jukai. Honestly, Bat's not... It's not terrible, but it's also not great in this matchup. I would rather have the 1-mana discard spells on the draw. So we'll cut a Roar of Jukai, and let's go ahead and cut a Mastermind's Acquisition, because last time we cut a Demonic Bargain, we had a Dimir Machinations, but no way to get the card that we wanted. Super important for us to have a turn 1 discard card. However, this hand does not have enough lands, so we'll go ahead and mulligan it. This hand doesn't have a Necro, so we'll mulligan. This hand has a Necro and a turn 2 discard, so they kept 7 cards. Alright, we'll keep this one, we'll bottom Machinations, Tainted Remedy. If they have turn 2 Spyglass, keeping 7 cards, they got us. If not, if they just kept a generically powerful hand, we can play the Bat on turn 2 and be okay. Alright. Yep, and this is why the bat is bad on the play. Still good enough on the draw though, so we'll bring those in. Oh right, we don't need the Sickening Shoals. Let's just get those out of here. Bring the Mastermind's acquisition back in. And we'll play one Ratchet Bomb. Yes, so one of the issues with this particular deck is that if the opponent plays a Sorcerer's Spyglass, we are just dead. Okay. Oh god. I guess we'll go to 4. Alright, there's a Necro. We don't have a discard card, so we could just lose to the Spyglass, which I think they probably have. Okay. Like, The good news is if they do play a Spyglass on 2, we are not just dead. We can cycle the Dimir Machinations using the Lake of the Dead to find our 3-mana tutor spell, and then cast the tutor spell to find a Ratchet Bomb. We will need to draw a land, or turn Lake Ego Drain. Actually, okay, we can transmute for Demonic Bargain. So now the question is, how functional was their draw? If they don't kill us quickly, and we don't exile too many important things with this Demonic Bargain. Oh no. Okay. Well, our Ratchet Bomb got exiled, so not much we can do about that. We still have 2 Mastermind's acquisitions in the deck, which is good. I think at this time, let's get the Deep-Cavern Bat. So the nice thing about Mastermind's acquisition is that it can pull cards from the sideboard. We have a Gaze of Granite, and we have a green-black dual land. So there is a world where we go like swamp, Mastermind's acquisition for land, Mastermind's acquisition for Gaze of Granite. That is the plan versus, say, Enchantress Prison. I don't think it's going to be fast enough here, but we'll give it a shot. I mean, swamp is step 1. Let's wait on the Ego Drain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10. If this card is a Metalwork Colossus and they draw land, then they can Colossus next turn. But this, by the way, is why the deck is not particularly good into a meta that is prepared for it. Sorcerer's Spyglass will stop our entire deck from functioning. Okay. Another swamp is good. Okay, cool. We could discard the Metalwork Colossus, but I actually don't want that to be in their graveyard. So we'll discard the Prophetic Prism. We'll actually exile the swamp, I think, because if we are to have any shot of winning this game, it'll be Nourishing Shoal. Keep us alive. We're probably dead, but I think we have the tools to win this matchup. Mostly, we just need a discard spell. Or for them to not draw Sorcerer's Spyglass on 2. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we're dead. They get to play a Colossus this turn. GG's. All right, and see you back here for round 5. All right, I've skillfully won the die roll for this, the 6th, I think. No, maybe 5th round of Penny Dreadful. 500. Elkshock is playing Lurrus of the Dream Den, which probably means Boros Legends. I like Sickening Shoal in this matchup, however, this hand does not have a Necro. So we will mulligan. This hand is great. We have some big guys. I'm probably going to put this Roar of Jukai on the bottom. Maybe the Tainted Remedy. Yeah, we'll put the Roar on the bottom. So as long as we draw a land in the first 2 draws, we should be okay. Like, the Boros Legends deck is fast, but it usually doesn't deal too much damage until turn 3. No 2-drop is great for us. No land, less great. Or no 1-drop, rather. They probably have a 2-drop, like Karizev would be a beating here. Ash is pretty good. We really need a land. This decides the game. Rip. Okay. Well, the good news is that Boros Legends does not have Sorcerer's Spyglass in its sideboard, usually. So, and they usually play like Seal of Cleansing and Kentucky and other things instead. So, if we do our sideboard plan of playing a couple of removal spells, that should buy us enough time to win the game with Necro. Yeah, we'll see. Flowering. Yep. Okay, at this point, we have died. If we draw land, we can maybe rip a Nourishing Shoal off the top, but they probably have Incinerate. So as soon as we go to 3, we're going to die. Given that they're representing Incinerate, I'm actually just going to stay. Nah, we got to go for it and hope they don't have it. Yep. Cool. Game 2. Okay, so what are we boarding here? We've got Deathmarks, We've got Deep-Cavern Bat seems fine. We've already got Moment of Craving in the main deck. Would we want to cut anything for this Deep-Cavern Bat? Maybe like a Roar of Jukai. Okay, let's do that. And, you know, this is the issue with the linear combo decks. Sometimes it just doesn't work. And in those cases, you die. Okay, this is a good hand. We have Deathmark for like an Isamaru on turn 1. We can gain 15 life as a stopgap. And we also have the Deep-Cavern Bat to act as a discard spell and a little bit of a road bump. Okay, we'll go ahead and lake here because we have an actual Necro in hand. If we had a Dimir Machinations, we would want to hold the lake until we can play another swamp. Yeah, none of these things, I guess. Cardizev is a little scary, it's a lot of damage, but again, we're about to gain 15 life. So we should be okay, as long as we draw a land. We have Deathmark for the Mary. So we can stop him from drawing more cards. Wait, oh fuck. I forgot to set a stop. They have an additional card now that they should not have. Okay, well. Oh, Deathmark is a sorcery. Good to know. All right, here we are back again for round 6 of Penny Dreadful 500. We had some technical difficulties both in round 5 recording and here in round 6 making the game work. So hopefully everything is smooth from here on out. I'm gonna keep this hand. It has a discard spell, a way to get Necro. Hopefully their deck isn't too fast because we don't currently have a Lake of the Dead. Oh, okay. I see. We take the counterspell here. Deck confirmed to be not very fast. Hopefully they don't draw another counterspell. Oh, I guess we'll get a turn 3 Necro after all. Do you have a mana leak? No? Okay, great. Then I would like to win the game, please. I think I'm only going to 5 here. They showed us some burn spells in their hand. I guess just Okay, Torch doesn't hit players, Chain of Plasma hits players. So we'll go to 4. That way if we brick on Nourishing Shoal, we're not just dead to untapped red land. We'll go to 5. Okay, there's a Lake of the Dead and an Autochthon Wurm. So we won't be able to gain a bunch of life as we kind of expected, but we will be able to use the Lake of the Dead plus Mastermind's acquisition to tutor up a Nourishing Shoal and gain 15 with this Autochthon Wurm. What other cards do we want? Probably a Bat for discard. Yeah, I like Bat plus second Mastermind's acquisition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we have a Tainted Remedy. Okay, cool. Actually, in that case, I don't think we need this Demonic Bargain. We'll keep both the Mastermind's acquisitions. Okay. So now we're set up to win next turn. We'll be able to play a Tainted Remedy and then use our Mastermind's acquisition to tutor up a Nourishing Shoal, thanks to this here Lake of the Dead. And then 15 life should be enough to find us the Roar of Jukais that we want. Okay, looks like no counterspell. Here's the Nourishing Shoal. Here is 15 life. And again, I don't want to go below 5 or 4 or so, because there is a chance that we don't find another Nourishing Shoal. So we'll just draw a nice measly 15 here. Okay, there's Nourishing Shoal, Autochthon Wurm. Let's drag our cards we want to cast to the left here. We've also got the Jukai, so they should just be dead. Splice Jukai twice. Exile Autochthon Wurm. I would like you to gain 20 life, please. I know I'm very generous. Dead. All right. So another game, another match where discard spells are good. Let's see. I don't think they are so good that we want to cut core combo pieces though. Like we can probably cut a Roar of Jukai. I guess they're not really a creature deck, so we can cut 2 of the Sickening Shoals for another ego drain, probably. Yeah, let's do that. This way maybe we can snipe Sorcerer's Spyglass. I guess if our plan is to snipe Sorcerer's Spyglass, we should do this, since we are currently on the play, or on the draw. Yeah, and they have burn spells for bats anyway, so this seems fine. Once more into the breach. This hand doesn't do anything. This hand has a Necro. Easy keep. Although we would like a discard spell. I think we can just pray that they don't have it. It hasn't really worked out very well in previous times, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Yep. Okay, cool. I mean, there's a Tainted Remedy. If this resolves, then we can go get a Roar of Jukai with the Machinations. It's probably not resolving. And then we just have to find 4 arcane spells. Easy. Yeah, I think we're dead. Normally I would concede here, but content. I actually don't know what opponent is doing. They had Chain of Plasma, which implies Swans of Bryn Argal, but... Okay, what are we cycling for? Let's get a Tainted Remedy. We can play the Lake of the Dead. Sure, we'll play second Lake of the Dead. This lets us keep the first Lake of the Dead up in case they have like a mana leak or something. Yep, memory lapse. It's fine. Okay, sure, draw some cards. Probably have another counterspell. Yep. Yay, control decks. To be fair, my opponent probably does not enjoy when I in making my 60-click combo, and so. Okay, cool. Let's just go to game 3. We'll board in a bunch of discard and call it a day. I guess we probably want Ratchet Bomb also. Yeah, we'll take out all of the Sickening Shoals. Is it crazy to put these two in? instead of his tutor targets? Probably not. Okay, on the draw, I do like the Deep-Cavern Bats better because they are threats. Okay, Gaze of Granite is nice because we can tutor it up with Dimir Machinations. This hand is perfect. We have a Ratchet Bomb for a Sorcerer's... We have a Bat for a Sorcerer's Spyglass. We have a Ratchet Bomb if they have a second Sorcerer's Spyglass. And we have a Necro. They probably took out their Torch the Tower, and so this bat is going to just be Thoughtseize. Oh wow, okay. They don't have anything. We'll take the Mana Leak. And then we can slam a Necro next turn, and they are probably dead. Please tap out. Thank you. Boom. Necropotence. Attack. Now there is a question of how many cards deep I go. I think I can go to 1 here. Like, they probably boarded out all of their burn for counter spells and hate cards. But at the same time, we're not guaranteed to hit the shoal, and I would like to keep at least some discard spells so we can shred the rest of their hand. Okay, there's a shoal. There's another shoal. Okay. Remember that we don't have any black shoals left in our deck, so we will not be able to splice Roar of Jukai on anything except for these Nourishing Shoals. Okay, let's just discard a bunch of lands. We'll keep the Lake of the Dead and some swamps. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Push comes to shove, we can probably kill them with this Deep-Cavern Bat. We have enough life that we can draw the rest of our deck with Necropotence. So if this remedy sticks, then we will find our other 2 Nourishing Shoals and our 2 Roar of Jukais. I ended up winning that game. We found the Nourishing Shoals in the Roar of Jukai, and our opponent died. Unfortunately, my laptop melts when we try and run OBS and Magic the Gathering online, so maybe I'll upgrade. We'll see. Okay, so technical difficulties aside, what did we learn during this tournament? The first is that we should probably have some way to kill Spyglass in the 75. I never cast Gaze of Granite, which destroys non-land permanents, but it is a 3 converted mana cost card that we can fetch using Dimir Machinations. I would be interested in trying out maybe 1 or 2 in the main deck. We obviously need to include green mana in our deck so we can cast it. So some number of Woodland Cemetery in the main deck might also be helpful. Other than that, deck felt pretty strong. The Mastermind's acquisition came in clutch a couple times, including a game that unfortunately I was not able to record, where our opponent used Lost Legacy to remove all of our Tainted Remedies, and we were able to get one from the sideboard using Mastermind's acquisition. So even though it doesn't let us go get Necro and play it on turn 3 with Lake of the Dead, I think it's good, and I could see going up to maybe 3 copies. The discard plan felt pretty good, but was not consistent enough to take away the Sorcerer's Spyglass in the matchups where we want them to remove the Spyglass. I would probably swap out the discard package for something like Gaze of Granite or Ratchet Bomb that is able to take out a Spyglass that's on the table. Yeah, other than that, deck felt super sweet. We went 5-2, more like 4-2 with a bye, but performed pretty well, placed 11th overall, and I had a great time. So, happy brewing. Season 32 is right around the corner. See you later.